Hello, and welcome back for another video today. I'm excited to do something a little bit different. I usually don't do reaction videos to any of the gameplay trailers or things coming out with the new kits, expansion packs, etc. And that's just because I don't really do a lot of gameplay, so I can't really speak to that aspect so much. But today I'm just kind of like, you know what? Let's just do it. We're gonna get into the new Adventure Awaits gameplay trailer, and I think what's kind of pushing me to do this is because it's allegedly the most expensive pack to date that EA has spent to develop. So I'm really curious to know a little bit more on the gameplay, because obviously with build buy mode, it's probably not going to be because of that. It's likely going to be because of the gameplay. And I know this has been a really hot subject for a lot of the expansion packs and DLCs coming out lately, because it's just one after another, and the game is still really broken. I get it. There's a lot of frustration there, but I will say that there was a survey that the Sims community did years ago that had a kids camp pack on it. It's a bit delayed. It's taken a while to get it. Maybe it wasn't the #1 choice back then for the survey, because I think Life and Death was also influenced by a survey. But it does make me think in two different directions here. That one, there was a lot of positive feedback on the survey for this kids camp type of expansion pack. Or two, it wasn't very popular, but it had enough votes to still warrant making it. So that might be why it's so delayed after the survey was taken. So I don't know, but that's just a little bit of speculation from me on the subject with that. But this is something that was asked for at some point in the history of the Sims franchise. So we're just gonna go in and watch the trailer straight through, and then afterwards we'll kind of target some things, pinpoint some things that stuck out to me, and really get into the details a little bit.
Sometimes it feels like life could use a fast forward button. But I think what it really needs is a play button. And I'm not just saying that because I wouldn't exist otherwise. So come on, adventure awaits!
A lot of people don't like that imaginary friend. I don't care about it. I don't mind either way.
Playgrounds, retro video games,
Ooh.
even the silly game of hand shapes. I win! Wait, did I win? I've got a rock. Occasionally, he'd go off and do his own thing, which was fine.
I love how the imaginary
No,
friend
I
is
mean
the
it.
narrator.
As an imaginary friend, I was just like the others of my kind.
Oh, that one's cute with
It
the
was my
rainbow.
duty to be there for my kid when he needed me. But every
Hide
kid
and seek.
grows up, and plenty leave us poor
Oh,
imaginary friends behind.
I didn't even realize it was like a
Not
unicorn.
Nigel. Our friendship was so strong. He made me real. No goodbyes here. Now I get to experience everything this world has to offer. We're all about adventure in Gibby Point, and there's none better than a getaway.
The water
Say
slides.
goodbye
Really
to
excited
your
about having
everyday
water
routine,
slides and the diving boards.
hello to
Nice.
something new.
The weightlifting that we can finally use the dumbbells. That's awesome.
If you're not sure where to start, there are 3 unique
Blender.
venues ready for you to explore.
I'm excited
Whether
about
you can
that.
host or plan the perfect getaway. Getaways have a schedule to keep you on track,
Ooh.
but some also introduce other elements to keep you on your toes.
Ooh, mix and
Like
mingle.
rules. My memories with Nigel at camp are awesome. But I get it if you want to create something new, like a luxury bed and breakfast.
Ooh. Bed and breakfast? Oh, wait. That's like kind of alluding to a hotel.
Or maybe an evil villain social hideaway.
Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, here we go.
It's easiest to modify an existing getaway since they already have built-in schedules and roles. But
Oh,
you can always
interesting.
make the days as full or as chill as you like.
Do
Choose
water
where your
activities.
getaway will be, how long it is, or if it's a weekly thing.
Oh.
And add some rules if you like. Want to
Oh,
camp
that's
of little
interesting.
cottages?
We're gonna come back and
There's
look
a
at
rule
that.
to get them building skills faster, and another to send them packing. Who knows? Your choices could result
Archery.
in some formative moments for these kids.
Aw.
Taking the time to build her archery skills and completing this challenge could change the direction of her life forever. See, she's unlocked a new trait to help her maintain her focus. Focus? Focus! Whoops,
Oh, that's
sorry,
pretty funny.
got sidetracked there.
Let's give you
Let's shift
point.
focus away from getaways and over to custom venues. Create your own, or try one created by others to get the old imagination train moving.
Ooh. Oh, that gothic looking one is pretty cool.
You can design and customize it to have its own schedule,
Beachside
roles, and
Bakery.
behaviors for visitors.
Oh, that's
And if you want,
interesting. Oh, look
you
at
can host
that.
all kinds of getaways there, like an amazing
Cooking classes.
competition.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's like it was designed for it. I just want to jump in here? I've always wanted to crush one of these challenges. Uh-oh, someone's a little competitive. Now, imagine what other possibilities are out there.
Ooh. Sul Island.
Yeah,
So
it's a
funny.
survival competition with a vampire on a tropical island. Why, who's asking? Hey, the getaway system can take you places you'd never expect. Just sim it and see.
Whoa. What? Oh, they're like little pencils. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Colored pencils. Okay. Okay. So this is really fascinating. I want to go back and we're gonna kind of like pause through and see what we can find
Sometimes
some of the objects and
it
such.
feels like life could use a
Wait, was that a new bathtub?
feels like life.
Honestly, I don't know. Is that base game? That looks new. That looks new to me, but it might not be.
Fast forward button.
I am really excited about the modular playgrounds. I
really
think that's going to be
needs
really,
is a
really
play
cool.
button.
So I want to go ahead and say, I don't know why people are so like anti-imaginary friend here. I've seen so many hate comments about the imaginary friend thing. I don't understand why. Drop in the comments below why you might not like that. I genuinely am curious because I think it's a really cute feature and it was in The Sims 3 and people seem to like it in The Sims 3. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are hating on that. But yeah, I'm really excited about the playgrounds. This is like going to be so much fun, even in just like homes where you have kids and things like that. Like I'm tired of just putting like a swing set. We have the monkey bars. We have a couple of playground type objects, but they are huge. You know, like I'm thinking of the pirate ship thing that we have. We have like a ball pit, which I don't really use very much at all. So it's going to be really nice to have recreational activities like this that you can like size up or down, scale up and down however you want to. Okay, so like right here, I really like the style. This is actually like giving me the playground equipment style, like with the bunk beds. I love the look of like chests and trunks. And I've said this very recently in builds that I've done before, where like with werewolves, we have trunks like this. Even Lovestruck has like a trunk for a dresser type thing. I think this is like a really, really cool vibe. And it would go so well with like cottage builds, like even attics or basements or any type of hangout space. So like I could see this stuff being used all over the place. The rug is super cute with the little kayaks on them. So that's a really fun vibe. The curtains are kind of fun with the plaid. It's like an older look to it. So any type of lodge, campgrounds, any type of like even cabin, cottage, like I'm getting a lot of more like the rustic vibe. And this little bin with the books is super cute. And then like in here, we have a lot of new like wall decor, which is fun. Has like the kayaks. We have fish. A lot of things have fish on them. I even saw like with the rug having the fish on it. Yeah, because I accidentally skipped that earlier. This little area here with the fish on the rug. It's a super cute rug. I'm glad we have another rug with this shape because the only one I use of this shape regularly is the one from Cats and Dogs, which has an older look to it too. So I'm really happy. I'm curious to see what the swatches are for that. And it looks like we have a new display shelf up there. But I love this table. Like the furniture is giving werewolves vibes where we have like wooden furniture with the paint kind of chipped off of it and things like that. So this is really cute. I'm excited about the furniture. And then back to where we were at in this area, it also looks like we have a little like love seat of some sort and a cute little clutter object here. Those look like mugs, don't they? Huh. I don't know exactly what that would be necessarily. That was like a bug thing right here or something that you can put. I can't tell what this is down here, but it looks like something you would put live animals or some type of bug or insect in. And then there's some cute clutter on the table, but I don't know how much of that is actually stuff that we could place maybe in debug. I love that we have kayaking. That's like a new thing. It's kind of going to work probably like the boats do and the jet ski where you just like click on the activity and then they just do it and you just wait for them to kind of finish up. But it's kind of cute that we have an additional thing that we can do.
We're all about
And then we have the bug catching. So we have like the butterflies over here. Is this like a new shrub? I can't remember if we have something like this already. I feel like I would have seen that. We have the geyser, which is kind of a cool little feature to have. The water slides I'm excited about. The diving board. I'm not sure about the style like of the exterior from what I'm seeing. Now, we do have the weights from, I think it was Lovestruck, and we couldn't interact with them. They were just kind of decorative, which is a little obnoxious Now, my question is, we definitely are getting more weights, but I'm wondering if retroactively the weights in Love Struck can now be used. So that would be really nice if so. Have a little fan over here though. I like that stone wallpaper. That's pretty nice with the cycles. That's cool. I'm excited about having the blender. Oh, look, there's that tray again. Like that has to be like something for hot chocolate or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is what I saw earlier. We only saw the bottom part, but this is a new display shelf. So it looks like it has like board games, has a little plant, has the bird in it, which is cute. That looks like a kiwi bird actually from New Zealand. Which, by the way, I'm super excited that it's based from New Zealand. I was in New Zealand for a summer internship like a decade ago now, which is crazy to say, and absolutely loved it. It was so pretty, so beautiful. But yeah, I'm not sure I really like the style with the aesthetic of the buildings is what I'm a little worried about. It's almost like a combination of like a modern lodge vibe to it. Like it's not super rustic feeling. Now, this is where we get into the competition. So this is like romantic competition. You have your schedule for each thing. So that's really interesting. They did not mix or mingle. Sad day. But yeah, like I mean, I think it's just the exterior for me, all of the like paneling and things. It's just like we have that already. That's not very new. That is very similar vibes to like Outdoor Retreat. Now, I don't want to compare it to Outdoor Retreat. I don't think that's quite fair because Outdoor Retreat is a bit different from this in the sense of it's definitely a lot more camp focused. Like outdoor camping has the tents and things like that. This doesn't have things like that. This is more about like an actual camp location, campgrounds location for kids. So it's a lot more about the activities, the hobbies, and things that come with that. I feel like personally than Outdoor Retreat, which was definitely more so, I think it's more niched down than this is, which makes sense. It was more of a game pack than an expansion pack. So this is a bit broader use of it. And we're not like getting new tents and things like that in this pack. So I do see it as being a bit different. And that's just my personal opinion. I think you can see the geyser back up in there is what that is. Now, this is like the bed and breakfast they were mentioning. So I'm really curious to see whenever we get to that part here. So you can select your schedule preset, fitness retreat, outdoor kids camp, romantic competition, cooking competition. I'm really excited about the cooking competition. Cozy bed and breakfast. It is right there. Cozy bed and breakfast. So I'm like, a hotel? Is that possibly a hotel? And then I love how you can set a full like calendar of events, the schedule for each thing and what's going to happen at each one of them. That's really cool. I like the idea of setting out the day like that. Okay, so this is like looking at the location. So Gibby Point Residential Custom Venue, the Gomez Ralston Residence Custom Venue. So we're looking at a custom venue. Little Prodigies Camp. So this is like where you can choose from ones that are already pre-created, I guess. You can select how many nights, whether they recur weekly or not, and which nights. Now that makes me wonder about capability of a hotel. Oh, so I was just like trying to go back through to make sure I didn't miss anything. And it does say that there's like a senior living community. That's interesting. So I wonder if you can like have a permanent like retirement home type of thing if you just keep rescheduling it over and over again weekly. Like if they just stay there indefinitely, or if you can make the elderly stay there indefinitely, if you could actually have like a pretend retirement home, that would be really cool. Okay, so we have some activities. Oh, that's what I was seeing on the table. That's what I saw earlier in the trailer on the table. So it's like a little activity set that they work with to do arts and crafts. That's cute. So there's a child skills contest elimination. I love this like rainbow pride heart sculpture thing behind them. I see a little plant up here. The little masks on the wall, that's really cute. I love that. That's a little frog something. We have like some new furniture outside with the chairs, the archery. Looks like we might have some new bulletin board options. If not in the game, at least in debug. So here's the world, which actually looks pretty large, to be fair. I think that's a pretty good bit of lots. It looks like we have 4 there, 4 there, and 4 there. So we have 12. Oh, there's 5 here. So 13 lots. That's actually pretty decent. Now, I am curious about the UI for this. Like, does it actually work this way in the game when you're on a lot and it just like has a bar that comes up down here? Or I guess it's just like you open the gallery and you go find one place there. It would be cool though if they would build it in like this to where you could just more easily access pre-made lots or like other simmers have made. I really do love the idea of having a baking competition. That would be so much fun to do. Y'all, I actually kind of want to do gameplay with this a little bit just to see how it works. The Great Gibby Bake Off. It's like a new competitive trait. Then I have the article pulled up as well. 123 Getaway. 3 thrilling new neighborhoods await you in Gibby Point. Wanderwood Wilds is a leafy haven laced with forest trails, erupting geysers, and a whisper of mystery. Crystal Valley is where sparkling rock formations ignite the imagination, and Jellyfish Junction is a waterfront wonderland with a glistening lagoon, and locals adore their jellyfish. Every adventure-brimming neighborhood in Gibby Point is anchored by its own unforgettable getaway. Sims can fish in mountain streams and swap campfire stories at Camp Gibby Gibby and Wanderwood Wilds. Recharge body and mind at Revive and Thrive in Jellyfish Junction, or spark romance at the cozy retreat of Love Island in Crystal Valley. It'll be hard to choose your getaway and even harder to leave. With the new scheduling getaway feature, your Sims can plan long weekends, summer breaks. I didn't even think about that. Like, you could actually set it to be over a period of time over the summer season. Like, that's actually kind of a cute idea. Over the summer, we're going to go over to another venue and stay there for the summer. That's cute. Or refreshing retreats and even schedule recurring getaways. Who doesn't want to spend weekends at grandma's house? That's a really fun idea too. I love the idea of that. So you could like have your children go over to grandma's house for the weekend or something like that. Thanks to custom venue rules, every trip is yours to shape. That's actually pretty cool. And I'm not big on gameplay, but that sounds nice. We'll see how it actually functions in game and what breaks, but it does sound nice in theory. Sims can also unwind at boardwalk festivals, grab the controller of a retro gaming console, catch butterflies, and accept quests from a curious local who may actually be the last surviving large plum bird to roam Gibby Point. Oh, that's fun. That's interesting. The magic of play begins in childhood, and adventure awaits. Child Sims can shape their personality and skills through formative moments, so that's a new feature. New traits and evolving childhood sentiments that influence experiences well into adulthood. So they have papercraft, archery, diving, and entomology, so that's like the bug stuff. So they confirm the modular playgrounds, which is really fun. And then they can play hide and seek or rock, paper, scissors and take on challenges that build both confidence and connection. So I think that was also like with the competition that we saw. So there's a new aspiration for kids called Cool Kid on the Block. If they're having trouble making friends, try an imaginary one as well. So that's interesting. So you have a new aspiration, and then it's like, well, if you're not great at that, then you can have your imaginary friend. So each one has a unique personality, which is goofball, creative, competitive, and evil. And each one will interact and bond with their sim in their own special way and possibly chaotic way. That's interesting. Evil friends do not come with extra smoke detectors. That's pretty funny. Things are going to start catching on fire. For the adult Sims, wrinkles and gray hair may be optional. Playtime, however, is not. This is a place full of adventures. So you have kayaking, water sliding, and working out. So they added those in. And then you also have the career with 2 paths for the park worker, which is camp counselor and park ranger. So that's really interesting. And then for more grown-up adventures, you have spin class, which we saw in the very first trailer as well, the teaser. While the competitive trait raises the stakes. So a new trait for adults. That would be fun for the like Love Highland elimination challenges and things like that. If you have a sim with like a competitive trait, be all the more exciting. So it does say getaways can last a day or more and be anything from restful to challenging. So you can schedule activities to help them recharge or meet new friends. Okay, so this is what I was interested in with the cross-pack compatibility. So for the base game, you can have these types of getaways with fitness retreat, outdoor kids camp, romantic competition, the cooking competition, cozy bed and breakfast, creativity retreat, senior living community, sim popularity contest. Now with the additional packs, you could have dog training. So that's really cool. You can have the corporate retreat from Get to Work. You can have off-the-grid survival competition. You can get the child care. That's going to be a big one. I feel like a lot of people have been really, really, really wanting child care. So I guess you could like go ahead and schedule your child to go to child care every weekday from this time to this time. So that's kind of interesting. You can do a spa getaway, and then you can also have a like fitness boot camp. So that's interesting from fitness stuff. And then they even have like a little article down here about the simmers who made the builds in the world and helped with this, and like their rationale for what they were doing and why, and what they were thinking when they were designing it. So I highly recommend you read through this because this is actually really interesting to me. So I'll link that down below for you to reference if you want to read it. So I'm going to leave it at that for today. I'm really excited about like the furniture and things like that for the buy build mode. I'm not really excited about the exterior stuff like the columns, span mandrels, things like that. It's giving us stuff that we kind of already have from like Horse Ranch. Outdoor Retreat has some of the same type of style of things. So I don't really think that's going to be so much my taste necessarily, but I really do like the furniture and clutter objects that I'm seeing. And then the gameplay actually does excite me a pretty good bit to try some of these new competitions that we can do. So who knows, maybe we'll start like a fun little series with the cooking competition or something like that. That would be really cool. Let me know your initial thoughts down below. I know it's very controversial, and even just any DLC that were to come out, even if a lot of people wanted it, there would still be a lot of simmers that are mad and upset because there are so many things wrong with the game. They are still working on the game. Even when they're working on these packs, I just want to say that they still have the developers and people on their teams. They have separate teams who work on these expansion packs versus those who are trying to fix the game. So it's not like they're pausing trying to fix the game while they're working on these expansion packs and such. Now, I get they should probably try to really focus on just fixing the game itself before they release more packs, but they're not going to do that. They have to keep churning. You know, that's just how it is in corporate America, unfortunately, as it is. But, you know, I'm a little cautiously optimistic. I don't know, as just a builder primarily, if I would even recommend this pack yet. I would obviously need to see and do my review of the buy build mode items, but I'm a little hesitant. I really don't think that this would be something, unless you're like really interested in the gameplay, that would be worth the money for just buy build mode. And that's just because I do think that most of the investment for this pack came with all of the new hobbies, skills, traits, activities, and things that are coming with this pack. So that's just my first reaction to this. You know, take that with a grain of salt. You can check out any of my reviews for DLC over here if you want to. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye. It was kind of fun to do something a little bit different. I don't know if I'll do these in the future, but, you know, just let me know.